So good afternoon or good evening or morning when you listen to this lovely interview with me and Mintu. So dear Mintu, dear colleague, what do you want to share about yourself with us?
Hi everyone. So I'm Mintu and I'm based in the UK. I am originally from Finland. I moved here already, oh my goodness, 23 years ago. And but I have been in between, lived nearly 15 years all over the place in Africa, in Russia, in US, and then came back just before the lockdown. So I am an RTT therapist as well, clinical hypnotherapist, and EFT practitioner. So emotional freedom technique, tapping is really, I love that as well. And yeah, very into all sorts of alternative therapies and things.
Beautiful. And why did you start with RTT?
So basically, I have to go back a very long time. So when I was still like in my 20s and living in Finland, I was very into all sorts of alternative therapies as well then, and studied traditional Chinese medicine and like aromatherapy and all those sort of stuff. And then I moved to UK, and then kind of life took over, and we started traveling with my husband's work all over the place. So kind of that kind of was left in the background a little bit, and I became an Montessori teacher as well. And then we came back to UK just before the lockdown, and I really kind of felt that now I need to get back to that, my first love of all the alternative therapy. And I did, before having my kids, or when I was pregnant with my first one, I did hypnobirthing course. And in fact, I did it because I was pregnant when we moved to Kenya. And the only course I could do was one that where you become the hypnobirthing practitioner yourself. So I did that, and I became, and so hypnotherapy and hypnosis has always been interest of mine. And then during the lockdown, or on those times, I met this lady, a friend of friends, kind of appeared into my life, and she told me about RTT. She had started doing that. And that just something just clicked, and like, that's it. I need to do that. And bizarrely, a few months later, that kind of woman vanished completely. I've never heard anything from her since. Even my friend doesn't know anything. It's like she only came to my life to sort of bring this RTT for me to my life, and then she went off.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, a lot of RTT therapists, already around 6,000 all over the world. Um, and the course is already it started 2016, so it's not that long that it's available for more people. And a lot of people, they start RTT after doing a session and experience a transformation and then start it. But yeah, beautiful story as well. So what was your biggest takeout from your study with RTT and becoming a clinical hypnotherapist?
I think probably the biggest thing has been my confidence. My confidence has just shot up compared to what it used to be. I really didn't have much confidence, or kind of self-worth and self-esteem was very low. So they have kind of really, I've worked on those. RTT has been incredible in those, and like self-acceptance. I am so happy in my own skin now, and kind of accept and love all parts of myself, which used to be really hard for me. So yeah, so in that way, my life has become so much brighter and lighter.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, a lot of, I think especially women, they struggle with self-esteem and self confidence because of all the media that's showing young and tight and beautiful ladies. And we get the picture that we need to be the same, but really from our, they don't look at our inner world. And RTT really works on that. And all things are basically back to I'm not enough, I'm different, it's not possible, not available for me. So yeah, we can do a range of sessions with you, but I believe that confidence and self-esteem and self-love is really needed for anyone, for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah.
also for us women is also the fact that, we often put so much of ourselves into the children, the family, supporting maybe the husband, like I went for many, many years. So although I did enjoy my life, I mean, had amazing experiences abroad, but basically I was the sort of sidekick. It was his career that took us to these places. And so that happens a lot to women. We kind of lose ourselves. We're always sort of the sort of background, making sure that everybody else is okay and everyone else is looked after. And then we don't look after ourselves.
Yeah, yeah, true. So can you tell us one of your success stories with RTT clients?
Yeah, I mean, yes, hard to kind of pick one, because everyone you have, every client that comes up has like you can already see it in their face and in their appearance how what a profound kind of effect RTT always has. But maybe ones that are like very easy to measure are ones that you kind of know a definite sort of. For example, one lady who has decades of career experience in social services here in UK, and she had been for many many years been wanting and trying to get to do another level, like promotion and a different position. And because she's she suffered from dyslexia, and then that had always from childhood already caused her like a low self-esteem and problems with speaking publicly and that. So she always struggled in the interviews. And she had been to so many times. She knew she would be perfect for the job. She had the experience and the knowledge and everything. And then when the interview would come, she could not present herself in that way. So we had a session on that. Actually, I think we had two sessions also on the kind of self-love and acceptance first. And after the second session, she had an interview and she got her dream job just like that. It's like she said that the only thing she regretted is not having done this like years ago, because yeah, she just also like I've had smokers who tried to been smoking for decades and tried to quit many times unsuccessfully, and then one session of RTT turns them into non-smokers. So it just changes your life, because then on you never see yourself as an ex-smoker or somebody who you are completely a non-smoker. Non-smokers would never want to smoke, whereas ex-smokers would. So yeah, that those sort of things are easy to kind of show the results.
Yeah, yeah, it's I have the same experiences with clients that they have a tremendous change in positive sense after a session. And I shared in my interview with Seraphine last yesterday on a lady that had a fear of vomiting. So watch that video as well. But also, I want to share a story of a young woman. She needed to do an interview in school. So presenting her case, her study case, in front of, I think, 4 adults, teachers with a lot of experience, and then a young lady of, I think she was 17 years old. And she couldn't speak. She was frozen out of fear to speak up. And so she couldn't defend her scription. And after a session with me, it came out that in her young years, a lot of times was said to her, you are a woman, you are little, so you're a girl, you're little, what you say is not important. And one of the biggest things was that a coach from hockey told her that she wasn't worthy to listen to. So all small things that were imprinted into her subconscious mind that she was not worth listening to. So you can imagine that her body made up that fear of speaking in public. So don't say anything because they cannot say that you are not worthy or that what coming out from your mouth is not important. So she really shut down. And
Yeah.
after just one session, so she had a new day that she could do it. She stood there full of confidence. I said, if you are afraid of all those adult people, just see them with a funny face or funny head, or that you laugh inside and that you are wiser and bigger and smarter than them. And it went very well. And she finished her study with good results. So yeah, we can really change people's lives with RTT. And
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
so
And yes, and there's like there is always like three types of change that happens. There's the immediate, which you can see, and you really can see it in the client's face and appearance, all of a sudden they are when they may come like this. And then there's uh one that's incremental, that slowly happens and you can slowly see it. And then there's the one that you just look like a month later or 2 months later, a year later, and it retrospectively look and see, oh my goodness. And only then you realize how much has changed in your
yeah.
life and in yourself. And that's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, a client of mine, one of my first clients, she told me that in the session, a little block, like domino, one little block fell. She understood why she had that problem, why she had a lack of confidence, or why she had a fear of, or whatever. So a little block fell for her in the mind, and it had a rippling effect, like a domino effect. So more and more things started to shift. And indeed, if you look back a month later, a half year later, or a year later, you see a huge difference. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Yes.
so that's why we, Mintu, Seraphine, and other RTT colleagues, they want you to experience RTT and what we can do. So we made up this Ignite a Love Relation with Money, because money is just not the paper or the coins or the digital version. No, money is energy. And if you attract it easily, it's not because you are good or you are exceptional or whatever. No, it means you don't have energy blocks or money blocks or limiting beliefs around money or your worth to receive it. And to change that and get a little feeling of what we can do with RTT, That's why we created this. So we hope you enjoy. And Mintu is doing her session this Sunday at 11 England time and 12 Central East European time. So if you want to join, look in this group, and Mintu posted her link to join or watch it later. And please let us know if you have any limiting beliefs around money, or if you struggle with receiving money or word or whatever. And yeah, enjoy, and we see you later. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.